So before we enter any state, I have to say hello and welcome to this LP&A unbackerization, and this is the last scene of the game. I have switched or just jumped through the final dialogue with all your friends, reunited and so on, and this is the completely, I think that really the last scene. So let's get into it. We are opening the egg of destiny.
It's empty.
You don't say.
Empty?
The egg's empty, Eloy. There's nothing in it. Look.
You're right, Eve. The egg is empty.
But how is it possible? We found the wrong egg. The real one must be hidden somewhere.
No.
No, this is the egg. Somehow I'm not surprised. It means the future is not with dinosaurs, but with men. Our kind is old and tired. Yours is a young race, my lord, full of energy. Together we freed our races from tyranny, but it is your kind alone who will build the world to come.
And that's the ending.
Yes, it was a difficult moment for all of us, dinosaurs and men. The egg contained nothing at all. The prophecy was clear, painfully so. The future belongs not to our kind, but to man. One day in the far future, the children of Adam's children's children will stumble upon the trace of creatures long since gone, and will say, once upon a time, creatures called dinosaurs lived in the world.
And that's a weird ending. And here are the credits. So, let us talk about the qualities of this game. And let's say pros and cons and the design choices that the developers made. Wow. And we start, and once the credits roll, we get right from the start. Wow. So let us begin. So in terms of game design, there are some interesting features. First of all, it's interesting, or at least they have very well done the pacing. You always have this feeling of progression. That's really good, I have to say, because in some adventures you're just running around. You don't know what to do, or at least you partially don't know what to do, and you're trying to get that one thing that would help you. In here, you more or less always know what to do. There are some waitings or periods where you have to wait. However, there is only one which is like major, and that's encounter after the first encounter, where you have to wait for Eloy. Yet all the other waitings are really short. They usually take up to 10 seconds before Eloy appears, and that's a really good thing, and I have to comment them on this. However, there are some parts which are also bad. Yet I should probably mention a few more pros, because I consider this game to be pretty good. The art style, or the graphics in general, are really good. I really like the sprites, I really like the whole feeling of the game, and considering that this is the game from 1995, it looks amazing. Compare this to videos from Warcraft 1. Compare this to videos from Command and Conquer, or the style of Command and Conquer in general. This is really good. Also, once again, I have to mention that the sound assets are amazing. So, this game has amazing music, which is, I think, still for free, or more or less for free. You can I think download it anywhere. You can actually play on YouTube, The only thing is that the company which created it has copyright on it, so all my videos are not monetized, and they monetized because there is this copyright. However, they have pretty good, pretty sensible idea about how to monetize things, so you don't get any strikes if you share this on YouTube, because this is abandonware. You just have, they just get the money from monetization. The music is really good, and I understand why they are keeping it under the copyright, because this going freeware, it might be everywhere in just a few months. It's really that good. And the voice acting, oh my god, the voice acting is so good, so good. I can't really recall the game, a game which would be this good between probably 2000 and 2011. Afterwards, there is this thing, because this was in the 90s. They really outdone themselves, and very often you have these adventure games which have top-notch voice acting in general, and they don't really have to use any kind of pop stars or something like that, such as the game which I reviewed last week, Colot, where they used Sean Bean. Yet nowadays we once again get to this stage where a lot of adventures, and not only adventures, RPGs and all these games get pretty good voice acting. God damn it, even Call of Duty has Kevin Spacey. So we're getting once again to this stage where voice acting is really good, and all the voiceovers are great, well done. And this is the prime example of how it used to be done and how it should be done even today, because I don't think that anything could be improved on this one. Maybe Eli sometimes is like the old one, but in general, really good. So now about the bad things in this game. As in every single older adventure with map or any kind, you have to travel around a bit, you have to backtrack a lot, and for example, the phase where you have to deal with the tyrants, so you have to, get the we've been through that, get gold, get the object of power, get the proper object of power to the proper velociraptors. It's a bit tedious. I understand that it has to be there. It's a very short period where you have to do this, but it's there. The most annoying part by far is the god damn it, are the tunnels behind the throne which lead to the Egg of Destiny. That's just, if I'm gonna describe it, it's right click, left click Shazia, click, right click, and go left, right, or straight on, and rinse and repeat. This takes approximately 2 minutes, or a minute and a half, but it's really long, and wow, it's the most annoying part of all. Also, there are things I do not really understand, like for example, there is this character Thug, who's with you right from the start. He's your guardian, and I understand like there is probably something like that, he's the person who actually makes you survive. However, we do not know anything about it. Thug is in the whole game good for only two things. One of them is giving you apples. The second one is eating eggs out of nests, so you can feed those nests to the Triceratops. And it's a pity, he has like 3-4 replicas there, not really talkative. I remember one replica in like Tamara, and one replica right at the start, and I think there's a third one, also there's one at the end. So like 5 sentences the whole time. Not that good, not that good. They could have worked with him a bit more, explain him a bit more than he's just a guardian, because he's actually the only guardian who looks like this that we see in the whole game. Right at the beginning we see humans, but he's this monkey-like, or sorry, ape-like creature, which we have seen none like that. Maybe it's because he's a hybrid, yeah, he's a mixed breed in terms of the local old races, but wow, like it's a pity. Also, as we have seen, the dual ending that's there. So first of all, the ending with Morgus Rex by himself. I remember that when I was young, and I played it like when I was 6, I wasn't able to get through, just because you can't see the way which leads towards the last piece of the cube and the last mirror. And I always just went up to, well, like always, a few times went up to the Morgus Rex, and he killed me. So I'm glad that like I managed this time to find properly that it was there, but really having no indication that you are supposed to go there, like you think you might go and kill Morgus, but you just find out that you're by far not strong enough, even though you have sword and you have all these little things, and you are the citadel builder, and you have to go right. And right after you use this cube, which you actually find by accident, if you could call that, the ending is really unsatisfying. He turns out to be a rat. I am not sure why. Maybe there's some symbolism between that you know, later on the largest danger the human race will actually encounter are rats in terms of species. At least that was thought 20 years ago. Now we know that it was fleas, not rats, that the rats actually carried fleas around, but it was fleas. So that's kind of a pity. And there is this dual ending. So you get through this, then you have this long talk with your friends where everyone congratulates you and so on, and then there is this thing which we have seen right at the start of this video, and that's the opening of the egg of the egg of destiny. No, I'm gonna call no. So I understand that this is like a fantasy, but this is what breaks my fantasy. At least what breaks the immersion for me. Because I can accept rules where a world where humans and dinosaurs live together, but it really does this where like they have to introduce that it's the world that you live in, and I understand it's for children, but still it just really breaks the immersion. It would be so much better if it ended right at the beginning, or maybe slightly late before, or you know, you open the egg and they tell you there's nothing. It means that there is no destiny for the dinosaurs. The humans will rule, and that would end at that moment. However, as throughout the whole game, they're chugging in you this Christian messages, or all those Christian messages. God damn it, you're Adam, and a girl who you found is Eve, and together you actually get rid of dinosaurs and start a new world which is only humans. Where is the rest? I understand that we got rid of dinosaurs, but if you want to follow this card, what about the ukulele? What about the chong? What are they called? Chong ones, the ones that look like gibbons or. God damn it. Anyway, do they turn into monkeys? Do they actually devolve? Do they disappear? What about the thug? What about the guys in Kantura and Tamara, where they were completely different species? What's with that? So, if you want to chug this Christian message into the game, do it properly. And this kind of half-ass trying to make it biblical is not working, because there's too many holes in this, and all those holes are actually created just by lazy writing, or maybe just by trying to shove this message to us. And I think that this is the major thing that really lowers this game. And that's the Christian messaging, the chugging on the Christian messaging. And I'm kind of worried, because this was a game for children. So in 1985, was it okay to chug it like this? I don't know. As a child, I didn't realize, and I did not turn Christian, but still, like, I understand that there could be some consequences to it. Some hidden, something really programmed deep within you if you really like the game. So, that's it. That's the analysis of the game. I hope that you enjoy this, and well, comment below, tell me what you think about the game and about the analysis, and well, thanks for watching, and see you next time.